welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail Lapworth. Now, if you've never been to my channel before, this is kind of like the first video I've ever done on relationships. So I hope it turns out well if you guys like it. It's regarding the topic of long distance relationships. Now, I think in our society nowadays with social media, taking up so much of people's lives, so many people are going into long distance relationships. So I thought this would be a good idea to do a video on long distance relationships, and I've come up with some things to help you have either a successful relationship long distance, or why you probably shouldn't get into a long distance relationship in the first place. But if you do, how to make it work, because some certainly work and just some fall to pieces. So yeah. Okay, so the first step I have come up with is your reason for getting in a relationship in the first place. Now, I think this applies to all relationships. If you're wanting to get into a relationship just basically because you're bored, you want someone, that is really not a good foundation for a relationship. I really don't recommend getting in a relationship, even if it's online, just out of boredom. Like, seriously, it's not a good foundation to start a relationship with, because either you'll end up disappointed or most likely the other person will end up disappointed. The second thing I came up with was, is this person you're talking to who they say they are? And this might just seem obvious, but unfortunately nowadays there is so many catfishes, and by that I mean the person behind the account isn't really who they say they are. I've encountered plenty of fake accounts myself, and some are like really obvious and you can just sense there's something wrong, and others are pretty good. I mean pretty good at disguising themselves. I would say a very quick way to find out if someone is who they say they are by the picture, I mean like actually the genuine person behind the account, is ask to video call them. Sometimes it can be a bit risky, like you don't like to be on video call and stuff, but seriously, if you really want to know who is behind the account, I recommend video calling them, because you can then at least see if the person behind the picture is them. The third thing I came up with was be friends with this person. Now, it might just seem obvious, but so many people meet someone new online and they just rush into a relationship really fast. You've only known that person 3 days. I know, but they're so cute and nice, and yeah, I think they're the one for me. Okay, well, stay safe. Just, I hope it works out for you. Yeah, get to know this person. Please don't just rush into a relationship within a few days. You really need that good friendship, foundation to start off with a relationship. So yeah, become friends, 6 months, a year, 4 months, at least have some kind of friendship foundation to start off with. The fourth thing I came up with was, is it a good idea? Is it a good idea for you to get into a relationship in this present time in your life? How old are you? 15, 16, 17, 18, 10? That's way too young. But however old you are, is it a really good idea for you to get into a relationship right now? I do really recommend waiting to a certain age where you are okay, we're all busy, we're all doing things, there's certain things you've got to focus on, focus on your studies, focus on your family, focus on things which are really important to you while you're still young, and then you'll be prepared and ready for when you get older for a good, solid relationship. Okay, so the fifth thing I came up with is, if this person you come across does seem the right one and you fulfilled the other things, I really recommend visiting them. I know sometimes that can cost a lot and you just can't do it straight away, but the sooner you get to visit this person, the better. And I really recommend actually visiting them before you get into a relationship, because some people are really not the same in person as online. Some people I know are really friendly in person, and on text, they're not friendly at all. Or I know some people who are really friendly in text, and in person, they don't even speak to you. Or, they're just different personality. People can be so different. They can really disguise who they really are or put on a completely false look online. So definitely I recommend visiting them, get to know them better, spend some quality time and see if they really suit you. So that's all the things I came up with for today's video. I didn't want to make it too long. If you're in a long distance relationship or you're thinking of getting one, I hope it works out for you. I think long distance relationships can be great, but unfortunately so many just do not work out, and I think it's often for people rushing into it. I honestly think that is the first thing, and they also don't take into consideration a lot of the time and effort and hassle, if you want to put it, of having a long distance relationship. The travelling costs money, the having to talk online takes time. All these things are worth it if they are the right one, but if they're not, you can have ended up wasting a lot of time. So if you consider some of these things before getting in a long distance relationship, I hope it helps you, and I hope this video was helpful. As I said, it's my first video on relationships, so I don't know how it will go, but I hope it helps someone, even if it's just one person, I hope it helps you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!